We're going to take this list and we're going to go into our favourite shop. Or it could be our favourite. Between that and Spotlight, we seem to be going a hell of a lot. Whilst I'm watching this bird out my window, I will ask you quickly to hit subscribe and follow along. Right, can you guess where we're going? Where are we going, Leon?
Bunny Warehouse.
Bunny Warehouse!
Let's go.
First stop is for more plywood. Unfortunately for the vlog, the sound of the music was up too loud, and you know how that works, copyright, so we got to mute it and do the B-roll. We pick up another piece of plywood that's exactly the same as the other one. If you stick around, I'll explain what we're going to use it for later. You are watching the adventures of the Whimsy Crew, an everyday Australian family, building something of our own and documenting it along the way. Leon's been smart enough on the list to write all the bays down where we need to go. Today's mission is to get everything on that list, but who knows? I'm a bit of an impulse buyer. I might find something that we don't need. The next thing we are going to do is go to the tool section. Because it's closed off, you've got to go down a few and around. Here we are in the tool shop section and we're looking for a bag clamps. For some reason I just thought it was a single clamp, not in a bag, and thought this one looked pretty good. Thought I'd have a test of it. And yep, you found it, Leon. These are very handy things to have, especially if you have a market stall. Can you pop them in the trolley for me please, babe? Thank you. Okay. These were not on the list, but I'm going to get them anyway. Now I was just getting Leon to show me and you the new app for Bunnings. Well, I'm assuming it's new. I don't have it on my phone. He does. So what you do is you look up what you want, and then the store that you're going to have, set that, and it will actually show you on a map and the bay where it is. And I think this is a really good idea. He used this feature in order to give us a direction of where we needed to go today. Next up, we need a ruler, a rather long ruler. While there's a bit of a gap in the video, I'll use this opportunity to talk a bit about us. With every video and every task that we do, I want you to know that we are not experts. We are likely figuring it out as we go. We have ideas, and we're learning to execute them. About the only thing I'm probably an expert in is being sarcastic. So if you hear me not knowing the right name of something, you can drop a comment and let me know the real name for things. The next thing on the list was a coping saw. Out of all the saws that we could get, I thought this would be the most useful. You'll definitely be seeing this in future upcoming videos. One of them had a bit of a bad review. We still went with that one though because it was the cheapest. And until we're gotten used to using it, maybe we might upgrade. Now we're hitting the stains and paints. The only experience I have with staining is doing a flooring in a house. I had a little bit of prior knowledge about this, so I knew that we didn't need indoor stuff, we needed outdoor stuff. I had originally picked up the black Japanese stain, settled on the dark oak. Pretty sure this was not the one that we got. Good to see a wide selection. It was getting quite busy by this point. It was also good to see that we weren't the only ones in the area that had no idea what we were looking for. I settled on this one in a smaller tub because we're on a budget. Now is chalkboard paint. This is to be used for the lettering on the sign. I decided on the colour Himalayan Salt. It was the closest to cream without being too white, too grey or too yellow. And there it is. Just going to pop that in my trolley. And now I attempt to explain to Leon about clamps. Clamps to be used to attach the curtain that's on the pole to the inside of the marquee. I'd seen someone that made a hanging sign on the outside and they used a magnet with a clamp. And I'm drawing it and trying to explain it to him. Unfortunately, because I don't have any idea of anything that I'm doing, it's actually very difficult. Because he doesn't either. Is it a U-shaped piece of metal that looks like a clamp and is attached on by a bolt on the other side and tightens up against the pole? Please, 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 if you have any idea what I'm talking about, can you please drop a comment below? And then it's got a clamp that goes like that holds it kind of on a bit more. It's a clamp that holds it onto the pole. It's not a screw at all. But where would we find that?
Not at Bunnings, I don't think.
Or maybe we will, but I won't know what we need. All checked out and back at the car, and I let Leon, seems he's such a lovely gentleman, load the car for us. In goes the plywood. The clear coat can satin finish and the chalkboard paint and something else. Right, so we had to get out of there because we're shopping and it gets really busy and it just gets a bit overwhelming. I tend to just come home, and so we'll go back again tomorrow probably when it's not as busy in the morning. Right, so it came to $107.67. And we got one more sheet of the plywood. Our thoughts on that was we need to make a box to sit on top of a table, so it, you know, you've got another ledge, and everything that I've been seeing, I don't really like it, so I think that we're just better off custom making it ourselves. We got a pack of clamps, we got some exterior varnish set in satin finish. Obviously this is for the finishing off the sign. We don't want it to be glossy because that will reflect and you won't be able to see it so much. And we got a coping saw. The coping saw we can either use for many things, to cut the sign, to make the box. I'll use it for jewelry making. It's actually going to be very handy. We have the like a chalkboard type of paint in Himalayan salt color that is going to paint the words whimsy and woe. We have got a dark oak satin finish exterior stain, and we're going to do that first layer on the timber for the sign. The base color is a stain. I thought could have painted it, could have done this and that, but the reason why I went with the color of the stain is that that will suit no matter what market we're doing, whether we're doing a whimsical type of market where it's more family, or we're doing the gothic market with the beyond the veil and this haunted places, that type of thing. Then the timber stain would suit both purposes, so we just can build one sign and it will be good for both. We got a metal ruler, or was that a two piece?
It's a 2-packet, normal size ruler, and then one was the longer 60 centimeter or 600 mil, whichever way.
And that's, well, we really could have used it when we were cutting the fabric the other day, but we'll be using that as well to make things. And yeah, and impulse buy, I got a pack of multi-pack, 4-piece pack of tweezers when it comes to putting fine pieces on stuff, the things that I'm making. I kind of need tweezers instead of using my hands because it will be a lot easier. Right, so let's go, I guess, Leon.
Let's go.
Go back home and have some food. And I guess the next portion of the video is going to be us making a sign. All right, Leon. Let me put my seatbelt on first.
Safety first.
Let's get out of here!